Hello people, in that video I'll do the transfer of the video stream from the camera to the canvas. So there's also multiple ways you can do that. You can take the stream, put it in a state here, and I don't know what you can do, but what I'll do is to transfer that stream to the index and then to the canvas, where I'll be able to manipulate the pixel data. So if you're not familiar with React, there's two ways you can play and store data in a component is through a local state that you simply need to create an object here. And for example, if I create an object with a video property that is null, I'll be able to store a video here. You also can transfer data using props, meaning that you put some attributes in the components here so that you can transfer around what you want. So in our case, what we'll do is we're gonna create a method here on the parent called the transferring maybe. And if I console log that, transferring, if I put that method here in my component, in my camera component, as props, so I just name it transferring equal, I'll call it transfer because transferring is lame. I'm sure that it exists in English. Transfer will be this dot transfer, so that will refer to that method, and it will be available in the camera component as transfer. So if I go to the camera component and each time this callback is called, I can use that method, which will be in a props object, like by putting that method in that attribute. This will be put in the props object of the component, so I'll be able to call that method using the props object. So if I do that, and I go back to my cursor, I get the camera. You cannot even get the camera. This .props.transfer is not a function. So what did I do here? This .props.transfer, and this is, oh, I need to save. I think that's the problem. Get camera, and here you see I directly get transferring displayed here, even if transferring is actually a method that's in the parent component. So what I can do is when I call this method, I can call it with the string, and if I go in the index, I can get this stream back and display it. So this would be the stream inside the parent. So this is like simple React data transfer. So here you see, I click on the get camera and I see the stream from inside the parent. If you can go to the React Dev tool, and there you can see that the camera has in the props to transfer function I created before, and in there you should see the props as well, and the state videos is anyway, that's not that interesting. What's interesting is that stream, instead of consoling it, we can put it in that state, in that local state from the parent, by using the set state function, and the video will be the stream. Once I get it here, I can transfer it to the canvas component by using the props, by putting them in the props. So the video will be this dot state dot video. So I'll get a stream using that function by putting that function in the camera component. That allows me to transfer the stream in the state of the local state of the parent. And then, since it's there, I can transfer it in turn to the canvas. Once I'm in the canvas, I'm gonna have to create some stuff here. So I'll make a button, get canvas, and when I click on it, I'm gonna call a method called get canvas. So like exactly how Sarah did the camera. So before my render function, I'll have get canvas, and so here I should be able to see the video. So I can console log it first. Video from canvas. So the video is put in the props object. So I simply call that video inside the props object. So I got a button. I need to create a React fragment here. It doesn't complain. Instead of an H3 canvas, I'm gonna put a proper canvas element. I need to set some dimensions here, so I'm just gonna use the same as I used for the video. It's gonna be the same size, a bit more convenient. I also create a ref for that because I will need to manipulate it later on. And here I'll create a ref to that canvas. So canvas, and I call the create ref API. So with this, I'll be able to see, to call and to do whatever I want with the canvas. So let me console log that too, just to be sure. Canvas, and I call that with this canvas. All right, that should work. So now I got two components, the HTML video with the button and the canvas with the get canvas button. If I click on get camera, I get the stream. Ooh, so many things. Let's take the console. Let's clear that. And if I click on get canvas, I see the videos from the canvas as before. And so yes, so this means it works. The video stream, the media stream is here and is actually coming from the camera component. So it has been successfully transferred to the canvas. And here we have our canvas object that is put in a current property. All right. So that's what we wanted to do. Now, how do we put that video stream inside the canvas? So canvas, it's a big word. So if you don't know, you get the documentation. That's very well done. Anything you need to do with the canvas, you need to create a context on it. So you have like this get context method that allows you to do whatever you want on the canvas, but you need to create that context. So let's do this. We don't need that anymore. So create the context, and that will be so this dot canvas dot current, and we'll have this get context property. And we need to specify 2D because we're going to work in 2D, even if it's so cool with movement recognition, it's still in 2D. Then what? That context. Let's check on the documentation. If you go to get context, so this is HTML canvas element. You have a lot of methods on that, on the canvas. So where is it? You need to go to just get context. And where are all the methods? Canvas should be here. Turning canvas element. Almost canvas and then context 2D. Yeah, that should be it. Alright, so these are all the methods that are available on the context. Yes, because they are on the context, they are not on the canvas itself. So these are all the methods that you can use to draw fancy little houses, fill rect, get line, pass. There's a few methods to draw. Right now we're gonna use the draw image method. So that method is you put an image and you specify the coordinate, and that's pretty much it. So in our case, our image is a video, but that's the same ID. So it's context dot draw image. We put our image, so it's our videos. This dot props dot video, and we need, I think we need to specify the width and the height, or I'm not sure if it's 0, 0. Yeah, let's try with 0, 0 first. Let's refresh. Get canvas. Fail to execute draw image on context. The provided value is not of. Oh, yes, I made a mistake. I do this mistake often. So for the canvas to render the value, I mean the value, you need to specify an HTML video element or canvas element or whatever. What we did here is we gave him a media stream object, and he doesn't like it. He wants a video element, a pop-up video HTML element. So our mistake was to get the stream instead. Here we're in a camera component, and we extracted the media stream itself, put it in the props, and then transfer it to the canvas. So here this .props.video is actually a media stream, and we want it to be an HTML video element. So to do that, we should, instead of putting a stream there, we simply put the whole HTML video element. So that should work. Get camera. Oops. Okay. So you can see my roof here. So it's only the top left corner. So I guess you can't. You don't put 0, 0. You put the width and the height. So what's the width and the height? I'm gonna structure that then. So the width and the height. So these are properties that are on the canvas. You can imagine, because I specified this there, so that should be retrieved directly from here. Too big. So what does it say? Get camera, get canvas. This dot canvas dot current width 8 draw image. That should work. This dot canvas dot current. It has to be in there. Fast refresh. Okay, and 5.2 width and the height. This.canvas.current. Let me display the canvas. This has to be here. Let's see. Width. And let's check also the canvas. So the width is good. This is my canvas. So for some reason it doesn't like draw image dx. All right. Sorry. So it's because I need to specify 0, 0, and then the width and the height, which makes sense. Fresh, get camera, get canvas, here you go. Good. So now it's got the whole dimension of the video, which is 200, 150. So we still have we only have the first frame, because what I do here is I draw an image and it takes the first frame. How do we do it to put a video in that? So there's a few methods, and on that there will be a lot of there will be room for improvement in what I'll show, I believe. Probably the best is to request animation frame, so that you call a new frame each time the browser is ready to refresh the screen. And instead of that, I'll do something more simple. I'm simply gonna call that method every 16 seconds, milliseconds, so that each time a frame is displayed, we'll put it on the browser. So to change that, we're gonna create another method here called refresh, maybe, and that will be simply a set interval. Whoa. I don't need a space. I'm gonna call, let me first put that method. So I'm gonna call that method this canvas, and refresh will actually be called when I click on the button. I click on the button, then refresh is called, and refresh actually calls this.getCanvas method every 16 milliseconds. Why 16? Because if you have, I should have a 60 frame rate on my screen, and that's the common for this kind of computers. So it means that you have 60 frames by minutes, not by seconds. So the calculation is simple. So if you have 1000, which is like 1 second, so 1000 milliseconds, and you divide it by the rate, which is 60, it gives 16.6. So this is the amount of millisecond you should have between each frames. It's probably an approximation because it depends, but roughly it is for what we do, it's enough. No? We don't need to go much deeper into that. So each time, each 16 milliseconds, this getCanvas method will be called, and it will draw the available frame on the context. So let's try. refresh, get camera, get canvas. Here you go. I got a video inside our canvas. Alright, so that's it for today. In the next video, we'll look at the pixel manipulation inside the canvas. Bye.